Athens has really gotten too big.
Ooh, here we go, the big one.
Killing all its men and enslaving its women and children for refusing to participate in that silly Delian League. It's up to us now to put an end to this foolishness. As soon as we conquer Athens, Amphipolis, Delos, and Eretria, we can return the world to normal.
Again, he's getting quite taciturn. But this is an important part of the Peloponnesian Wars. So while I've got you here, and before you go, don't go. But I want to talk about the Melian dialogues. There are famous sets of dialogues where Athens comes up and says, "We need you to be part of the Delian League," and the people of Melos say, "Well, we don't really fancy it." And it essentially comes down to Athens saying, "Look, we're bigger than you. We've got a large navy waiting outside. So you're going to join us because we're bigger and stronger than you. Might is right." Something along the lines of, "The weak must suffer what they..." Or was it? "The strong can take what they will. The weak must suffer what they must. And because we're bigger and stronger than you, we're going to take what we want. And we're going to stop them." I don't think it was the Kickstarter of the Peloponnesian Wars, but I think it was maybe the Kickstarter for the second Peloponnesian War, or the Peloponnesian War Round 2. Anyway, we've got to put an end to it. We've got to rule Athens, rule Amphipolis, rule Delos, and rule Eretria, and possibly we need to get Olympia back under the fold. I will enjoy doing all of that, and so will you as we go to the city. Colony monument available. Here we are, back in Sparta, and with a lot more money than when I left, but still with those people who have spent the last, 20 years walking out of these houses. Why they're doing it, I'm not entirely sure. Unless more food is delivered. Bit of housekeeping before we start. Sentinel pointed out on the last video in Sparta, there's a tax collector that's in the wrong place. And he's there. I am absolutely mortified that this has happened. And it's tragic that it was that way around, not the maintenance man that was caught in that trap. I'd rather have collapsed buildings than these nice houses not being visited by a tax collector. And if you're wondering why we're struggling for money, because I certainly was, that probably went a long way to explaining it. Like to think that 3,987 drachma was not collected last year. Oh, tragic. Still, shows you can run a city without tax income, but not recommended. So, this one is going to be a bloodbath from start to finish, and it's going to be a slog because we have got to take out Athens, Eretria, Amphipolis, and the other one. Delos? Can't remember. And all of them, apart from Delos, are going to be a pain. I don't know if I need to build some triremes to get to Delos. That'd be a good place to start. What's this? I think that is 5 shields, 6 shields. Maybe it's unconquerable at this point, but when they launch invasions on my allies and I come to save them and everything, that'll weaken them. That's kind of what I'm banking on. What I'm also banking on is the money in the bank, 15,904 drachma. That's the highest figure this city has ever seen, and they're astounded. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squander it, rebuild the stadium to somewhere where the right sort of citizens can appreciate it. That's 600 drachma that I'll never see again. What are they missing? Appeal. I can deal with that. Let's take a hedge maze in there and a fish pond in there. There aren't enough cultural pursuits. I can also deal with that. There are loads of cultural pursuits, you're just not looking for them. It looks like we have a problem with food over here. Well, that's more a case of food storage and distribution than anything else, because the people in the Agora have to travel a long way to the granaries to pick it up. So what might be an idea is to... I need to knock down one of these houses, but I don't really want to. I'll knock down that shack. And stick a road across there like that. But not there like that, because that's going to cause problems with the gym and the podium and everything else pretty much. Might be an idea. Only 38 workers needed, but I'm going to build another wheat farm. I don't know if we need the food, but it seems a bit odd that we're so short of it down there. And I will have these two just... You just get wheat, whatever. No, these two get food from other sources. I'm also going to have some horse ranches over here. So to that end, probably going to need some more wheat farms somewhere along the way.
Worship me, and the contestants you send to the games will be blessed.
Oh, I can think of better sanctuaries. We could build an Oracle of Apollo or an Artemis's Menagerie, neither of which are particularly helpful. Actually, Artemis's Menagerie comes with 8 Amazons, and that might be quite useful in taking cities. So, that was a very fast turnaround of opinion. I'm not building anything. Actually, I think I might build one. But to do that, I'm going to need marble. And the only place I can get marble from is Athens. I think... Oh no, Odysseus, bitter though they are, they provide marble. And it's a land route. In fact, they're all land routes apart from Phoenicia. What can I do to make them happy? Give them some olive oil. How much olive oil do I have? A fair chunk. Come on, Odysseus, don't be like that. Probably not the best idea to wipe out my entire stock. Yeah, that was quick. Ah, they're nice and loyal now. They won't be when I'm done with them, though. This is the plan of action. The first part of this video, and a warning alert, this is going to be a long video. You can just see it. I have got to whittle down 3 very highly defended and 1 not so highly defended province, and probably have to deal with battles left, right and centre. Which means building up my army, building up this, that and the other. A colony monument next to... Actually, no. Have an athlete monument next to the stadium. And a colony monument here. I don't know if this is the most efficient way of using commemorative monuments. I've got a feeling that placing them side by side is probably more efficient, but it doesn't look as... It's not as aesthetic, to use a phrase. I think a good place for Artemis's Menagerie would be over here. To that end, I am going to... What am I going to do? I'll have a storehouse here. Horrors by Jingo, because we want more land to call their own. An army of rival Greeks of Pericles, leader of Athens, is approaching and will try to invade the city in the next 4 months. Here's something else I learned, embarrassingly recently. You can find in the mythology tab whether a god is willing to help you or not. So rather than sort of just praying to Ares, asking for a thing, and him saying, no, I'm busy polishing my armour. When he says that, that resets the timer by 2 years. So what I must have been doing is asking him... Lovely. 10 sheaves of wheat, 10 jars of olives. Lovely. What I must have been doing is asking him like every 18 months or so, come on, join my war. And he's saying, no, but I'm going to reset the timer to 0. So what you need to do is wait 2 years between asking. And hiss. Another good indicator, apparently, if he'll help or not, is if he wanders the city like this. But I'm sure that happened last video, and it didn't do me any good whatsoever. This place is going to store marble. This place is going to store wood, and then we'll have sculptures somewhere else. I'm exporting sculptures. You can cut that out. I am tempted to import bronze, but I know what happened last time I did that. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? Ah, I can't actually sell armour. Buys armour. Oh, we just have to change it to Taurus. What might not be a bad idea is having another storage yard. Ooh, I don't know. Here, I guess. I want them to get armour and get fleece. Not fleece, wine. Take them out of there. Once they're gone, I can delete that and put something more useful there. Carry on selling the armour. I feel comfortable importing bronze now because I'm actually getting taxes in to pay for it. Oh, I can't get them from there though. Not yet. Thermopylae. Thermopylae just doesn't exist anymore. Huh. How strange. Corinth. Who else isn't trading? Athens. Marathon, Phoenicia. But we can bring in Taurus and Odessus. Sells fleece and wine. Buys armour and olive oil. Buys grapes and olive oil. Sells wheat and marble. So I might have Odessus over here. And I'd quite like to have... There we go, that's all the armour. Make sure it gets delivered first. Out there, and then we'll stick a trading post Taurus here. What we'll do over here, I'm not quite sure. I've got a big gap that I don't know what to do with. I've got to double check on the size of Artemis's menagerie. That'll fit quite comfortably there. I'll need 20 slabs of marble. Yes. I'm going to want some wood, which is what this place... You get marble. Accept sculptures. The wood I'm happy to take from here. In fact, I'll be importing marble from here, so there's no point in having this. But it's always good to have a backup, I guess. As long as I make sure I put a maintenance... Oh, there already is a maintenance jack. That's how paranoid I am. As I've also got a bit more money, I am going to make them run the gauntlets a little bit on this side as well. Because I've got a feeling they're going to come by ship, because that's what Athenians do. But it is also how the Athenians were defeated in the Peloponnesian Wars. The Spartans built their own navy with Persian money. I think it might have been Alcibiades that helped Sparta. No, it's Alcibiades that went to the Persians to say, why don't you fund the Spartans to help them bring down Athens, and then fund Athens to bring down the Spartans. It was Alcibiades. I talked about him when the Peloponnesian episode of the Athens run. And I was going to say, it's just Alcibiades, mad lad. A bit of a brief overview in case you weren't paying attention or you're watching these videos out of order. That's, I don't know why I'd be encouraging such behaviour. But Alcibiades was an Athenian general of a pro-war party in Athens who wanted to head off to Syracuse in Sicily on a wild adventure to just extend Athens' influence, because that's what Athens was all about, and that's what the mob in Athens was all about. Just attacking people in Delos, attacking people on the Melian in Melos, going into Syracuse. Huh. Very good. Trust something like that to happen to me. I bet you all could see that happening when I put the roadblocks in there and the road in there. But yeah, what was it? Alcibiades went off, formed an expedition to go to Sparta, but before he left, the pro-peace party kind of framed him a little bit. When are they coming? In 1 month. I will stop what I'm doing. Hold that thought. This story is going to be continued. I hope you don't think this is a bit gamey. It does feel a little bit gamey, but I don't know. Maybe they'll float down from this side and they'll be in trouble. But no, I've got the walls here to protect me, and I've got the gauntlet over here to protect me. So we'll see how we get on. But while we were set sailing to Syracuse to sort them out, his political opponents in Athens arranged for Alcibiades to be brought to trial. So rather than face trial, he sets the ship off in Sparta, near Sparta, lands, just abandons the Athenians, joins the Spartan court, and basically becomes a turncoat to the Spartan cause, offers them advice on how to defeat the Athenians. The expedition to Syracuse goes ahead, but it fails miserably, probably because Alcibiades is not there. And then, I think while he's in Sparta, he then has an affair with one of the kings of Sparta's wife, I believe, and causes a bit of an uproar. So he has to flee Sparta, goes over to the Persians, and turns turncoat to both Athens and Sparta. It's good stuff. He then flees the Persian court for some reason, goes back to Athens, says he can solve everything, goes back to the Persians, but the Persians throw him in jail, because why wouldn't you at this point? And I can't remember the rest of the story. Oh, that was it. He gets a crushing victory against the Spartans, then loses another victory against the Spartans, and never quite regains his former glory. And on the way to going back to Persia again to get aid from Persia to help Athens against Sparta, he dies, possibly by assassination. So very much died how he lived. Right, there we go. I will now man the towers to see how much... Oh, that's expensive on the old... something or other. Manpower? I guess it's manpower. I was told off once at school for using the phrase manpower. Said that's not. It should be people power, or well, that was a bit. And then this was years ago. I thought manpower was just the done thing. I got the phrase from when I was playing, because back then I was playing Hearts of Iron 2, and manpower was of course the resource you used to build troops with. So we'll turn off the sculpture industry and probably the bronze industry. See how that looks. And we'll wait to see what the... Oh, here we go. I can bribe them for 6,475 drachma, but I'd rather not. Well, that was a waste of money, wasn't it? Right, Ares is in the city, so who knows, he might make himself useful. But I actually feel a bit more prepared than last time, because I've got some actual trained troops, which is nice. I've got some people with actual armour. And what was that? Drama school. No great loss, there's only some actors. Anyway, yes, where was I? A battle. Snow have actually got some melee troops to send in while the rabble stay behind and fire their rocks. We've got... Occasionally, Hephaestus will summon Talos. That's what happens when you pray to Hephaestus. He brings the Metal Man over to do your bidding. But it's quite nice of Hephaestus to do it without being asked. We will call everybody to the colours once I find the right tab. Here we go. And that sets me back short by 312. So we probably need to shut down some more industries. We'll shut down armour, olive oil, and that's all I can about afford at the moment. That brings it down to 138. I can survive that for the time being. I can hear the sound of pigs squealing.
With my blessing, grounds will more easily bend to the will of the workers.
Still want to make use of the towers because, you know, I spent a lot of money on them at a time when I didn't really have the money to spend on them. In fact, looking back, I am astounded how much building I managed to get done without taking in any tax income. I mean, yes, I ran out of credit like 3 times, but I was missing like 6,000 income. That is... don't kill the trader. I'll be honest, that's not too fearsome. Maybe that's smattering of overconfidence, but I was kind of expecting a bit more than that. Come on, Athens, I'm disappointed. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment, just... Where's he going? Good stuff. Didn't really work for him though, did it? City doesn't have enough food and I don't know why. Oh, because the harvest is coming in. We produce enough for 3,000 people. That's not enough. We'll worry about that problem next. First on the agenda is the Athenian invasion. Can I change what direction they face? Yes. I think... No, that battle's a little bit too far away. I need to pull back because we're out of range of the towers.
The enemy is too fierce. Oh, why couldn't I stay at home and be a delivery man like Mother wanted?
What a wimp. Well, we've faced worse. I keep saying this, but I'm not actually making much progress. Well, I don't think, anyway. I like how the rabble are always full of overconfidence, and the actual trained troops, the ones that probably know a thing or two about fighting, are like, no, this isn't good. You need to go over there and sort them out. If I had any horsemen, I'd send them over, but I don't, so I won't. Right, the towers seem a little bit useless, but we'll see how we get on. We've got lots of rabble throwing rocks. And Hephaestus is there, and the dragon's coming in to do his bit. Is Hephaestus going to do anything, or is it just going to look fearsome? I don't expect him to do anything. He's a blacksmith at heart, not a warrior. I kind of expect Ares to do something. But, Apollo, this is not the time. And also, no. I'm going to build a sanctuary, but it's not to you, I'm afraid. One of the worst things is that the Athenians are holding up my sanctuary building projects. Also, they're using up my armour. And by using up my armour, I mean killing my men that are wearing said armour. This stuff's not cheap, you know. Nice. Ah, job well done. I have to make sure I finish these rabble off, because I've got a feeling they'll cause havoc in the city if I don't. And then... has that weakened Athens at all? No. They still look as strong as ever. Still, nice to know we've got a nice sprightly start. It's 20 minutes in, and things are already happening. What's your problem? You want some armour? Well, we all want armour. Came in second at the Nemean Games. Not good enough. Well, I'll send all these people back. Stop manning. Stop calling. And also, where's me, where were you? Must be, Sparta. Armour, wine, what's missing there? Horses. So if I have the... yes, that's not a bad idea. I'll have the... thingy to whatnot, sanctuary to Artemis. On this side, I will have the horse ranches this side. You can see that I'm buying the marble in. What I'm not doing is making any money. I'll put the armour industry back on. Olive oil, bronze, the usual. Well, I can import wheat from there, but it does seem a little bit silly, given that I produced enough myself. We've produced enough to support 5,472 now. I don't know where the extra productions come from. I've not touched it. All I did was fight the Athenians. Oh, that is a figure that could probably be improved. So I will do. Something like that, but we'll put those there. Although I might regret this, because I'm quite short of workers, and oh, there's room for 970 more people. That's why. We'll reopen the sculpture industry because I will need a fair few of those. We have 24 marble, so that's enough to put the foundations down. I don't think Apollo does anything military. Athens is back. The thrashing I gave them last time wasn't enough, so I need to give them another one. A thrashing I will gladly administer. Can't actually find a way to connect this to the rest of the city. Maybe like that. "63 slabs of marble, 20 loads of wood, and 6 sculptures." So I'm going to import the wood. I am, yes, I'm aware I'm 3,000 down on last year. Well, I don't know when did it start? October 471. Oh, I've been here 18 months and I'm already down by 2,000, 3,000 odd in the treasury, but that's okay. Everything's fine. Can I sell that wine, or am I just stockpiling it? I'm stockpiling it for a reason, I'm sure. Hygiene is perfect. Good stuff. I had to move away then because the sound of those people banging rocks was just was getting on my nerves a little bit. What do you want? You need horses. I can help you with that. So what we can have is a granary over here. Actually, no. The granaries down here can probably do something about that. 9% unemployment. There's still room for 635 more people. So definitely room for more wheat. And I think a granary over here that takes wheat wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm a little bit wary about creating an intersection there, but I hope, given that the maintenance shed's there, these two warehouses won't get destroyed. The granary might, but that's a risk I'm going to have to take, I think. And that is a word. Those are words that are going to come back to haunt me, I'm sure. Horse ranch costs more than. I was going to say I thought I was going to say trireme wharf then, but it looks like I can't build trireme wharfs. I was wondering about getting to Delos. Do we need to build some triremes? And that's answered my question for me. No. 2, 3 horse ranches might be enough. I wonder what the notification was then. It was me pressing the P key instead of the other key that I wanted to press. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting they're going to invade me. So man the towers, and then we'll see where they're coming from before we call anybody, because this is playing havoc with my industry. Turn the sculptures off, turn the olive oil off. Turn the horses off. I so hope they come by sea, but I don't think they will. No, it's a land invasion. That was wasted. In that case, we can probably. I think you can do this to turn off certain towers. Which makes the situation a little bit more bearable, unless he comes from this direction. And by God, I hope he doesn't. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, if he does. Got to bribe 9,625 drachmas now, so he's getting bigger. No, he's arriving from the same direction as last time. But it is interrupting with my city growth, because it keeps on turning up and stopping migrants arriving. Right, let's get everybody called up. Including, and I forgot about this, you have to muster Ares Guard manually. He's not part of the call all. Don't think, anyway. I wonder if that that shouldn't affect how what's his name feels about me. Sanctuary needs artisans. It needs materials more than artisans. But I do take your point. Now that's more of an invasion force. Going to Delphi. Right, here's a plan of action. We have these people up here and here. Now, I thought for the longest time that these were like fins.
Worship me, and I will
No,
protect your city
Apollo,
and heal
Apollo,
your
give me a break. Because they kind of look like fins, but they're not. They're the brushes that you get on proper Greek helmets. Yeah, proper Greek helmets. Right, if I've got this right, these melee troops will form a barrier behind the non-melee troops, the archers. What's the word I'm looking for? Missile troops. Or the dragon will just give them what for. That's more of an invasion. I was expecting. Still, Athens can't keep sending me invasions like that. It's not good for them. Wow, that 7 months. Terrors at wit's end. The army of our rival Amphipolis is on its way here to attack us, and I don't have enough troops of my own. I gave you the elite housing, but yeah, I get it. Hold that thought. Interesting. Yes, I know that Amphipolis has sent all his troops away. I know where he sent them off to. I'd like to thank the dragon, very much MVP of this war. I wonder if those troops are a bit far forward. Oh well, too late to worry about it now. And the answer is... it looks like it. Those towers aren't doing a great deal. Oh no, yes they are. I do them a disservice. Well, this looks like a well-organised defence, I'm not going to lie. Along with the dragon there that's doing its thing. This is ideal. You've got these melee troops that are just holding them in place, and these missile troops behind. This hold that thought. I want to attack myself. So here's the plan of action. I'm going to send everybody off to defend Taris after this battle's over.
This enemy is tough. If we manage to win, it might be a Pyrrhic victory at best.
You know, it just suddenly occurred to me that I don't think I've ever seen these troops actually fight, because last mission I just sent them off to do their own thing. We've got these really nice swords. Look at that. That fighting animation is actually really good. We never saw it last time because they always fought in foreign cities. In faraway battles. Now this looks like it might be a route for them. I can see very few red shields on the floor. Nice. Has that weakened him at all? No, he's still got a lot of troops to send. Okay. How do we want to do this? We've got to send some troops over to Taras, but how many? Enough to do... I think this should do it. I'm hoping that one army of hoplites and all of the rabble and all the towers ought to keep Sparta safe. Wow, relying on walls as a Spartan. It's... Ooh. The what actors performed well, they lacked a certain something that judges look for in their actors. Our cities came second. Again, with the second. Why do my people disappoint me so? Oh, that is weak. But still, Taris needs defending. I don't know why. What did they do for me? Well, they buy armour off of me, that's good enough. I think they're my only source of fleece, of wine, sorry. How long's he there? He's causing mischief. Right, what's the employment situation? Sculpture, olive oil, horses, reopen everything. 38 workers needed. Housing for 489 people. There is a sculpture there. I need you to get sculptures. Also, Odysseus, I've changed my mind. I need you to actually give me marble. I've decided it's just too expensive buying it. Probably stop with the wood now. Only just though. The approaching will try to invade the city in 4 months. I like their style. Also, they're a lot stronger than last time I saw them. It depends what direction they come in. If they come by sea, which they might do, they've got to run this gauntlet here. And if they come by land, they've got to fight off this and a whole bunch of rabble. Bring it on. I'm feeling energized. Is that what that sensation is? Well done, Hephaestus. This is affecting the exchequer two ways. I keep having to stop the sculpture industry, and of course I have to keep on replenishing this armour. And the armour that I have to keep on replenishing is armour that I can't sell. That is a perfectly high appeal area, and you know it. Well, I'll have another victory monument. Oh, what's happening now? Lost olive oil. Probably ought to stop selling it. You get it. Please send... Whoa! Athens is attacking me. Your ally Hipponax at the city of Corinth. I need your help to turn back his foe. In 1 month? You could have told me that before now. I don't actually... Oh. This is bad. That's good. Lovely. Great. Good. Probably ought to buy some olives in. That's probably where I'm falling down.
Worship me, and I will
No. Take the hint, Apollo. I've built sanctuaries to everybody else I can do. We're in the middle of a olive oil shortage. This probably isn't the best time to be using olive oil to build elite housing. On the other hand, it's a great time because, well, I'm under attack. I'm required in 2 places at once, and there's also an opportunity to take out 2 rivals if I'm quick, which I'm not. I'm just going to have to rely on something. Yeah, he's definitely attacking by sea, because how else is he going to get here? The employment situation is woeful because my housing keeps on devolving, because I'm grossly mismanaging the city. Like, grossly mismanaging this city. Wow, I am doing badly.
I will summon forth Talos to help you through your trouble.
Thank you. Bribe 7350 drachmas. No. Good. Festus loans you Talos. Or Talos, sorry. Well, that's something. We've got the Tin Man on our side. We need to man... Right. We need to man the towers. Like all of the towers. We need to find 294 employees from somewhere. Our food stocks aren't great. We need to shut down any number of industries. Armour gone, sculpture gone. Olive oil, probably ought to keep that going. Meat, prey out. Bronze and horses all shut down. That didn't help. Ooh, that's a cool. It's a cool warship. Half the gauntlet is missing road access. Where? Oh, there. I think I can deal with that. I can deal with that, but I need to actually bring the troops over. I didn't know I actually had troops to hand. Right, these towers are useless. They've not stopped a single ship. Good to know. That was useless. Right. That was a really bad time to have a shortage of olive oil. Also, how hectic is this? I've only been in the job, what, 3 years? Well, back in the job for 3 years. And, everything's all over the place. I've got to call all these people. I'm probably going to call somebody else from the palace because that's a little bit closer. The transport ships have still not been sunk. This is not where I want the battle to take place. It's really where I don't want the battle to take place. Where's Talos? Is it because I called you Tin Man? Bronze is greater than tin. Don't destroy that. That cost 300 drachmas. Okay, this tower defense probably wasn't the best of ideas, but what could I do? Also, get off of there! Oh, now it's all come back. 1,658 people. Well, they're not going to come because we're at war. And hygiene's deteriorating. And Talos isn't doing his thing. He's busy over there. He needs to be busy over here. We're actually outside of the range of the towers, so I might fall back just a little bit. Having said that, there's a whole bunch of sculptures there that I'd rather not get destroyed. What's the employment situation? Atrocious. Short by 501. To that end, I've got a feeling I want to demolish, not demolish, but unman the towers. This is not the set-piece battle I was aiming at. It's all taking place in this sort of area. And I just saw a hoplite disappear. Looked a bit wrong. Well, that army's on its way back. Right, we're down to one army of hoplites. Their morale is horrifying, which doesn't sound like an expression of morale to me. Well, they managed to fight their way through. Anyway. Here we go. Talos is bringing the pain. The homeless are coming back. That's nice. And for all the grief I was giving Hephaestus in the last adventure, and it was probably quite a bit of grief, this bronze man's being really quite useful. And again, that animation's pretty cool. Why aren't you firing? You've got one job. Why aren't you firing? You've got one job. Oh well, there we go. Just in time to save the day. Would you look at that? Well, not just in time to save the day. The day has already been saved, but just in time to take the credits. Why can't I select them? I mean, don't think of going home. That ain't happening. Right, why can't I select Ares Gods? There we go. Well, I say just in time to take the credit. Minimal damage, actually. It's just my economy that's in tatters. So we can stop manning the towers for all the good that did me. Get rid of that. Right, you can all go home now. Good stuff. You may as well. And the Olympic Games are taking place because why not? Right, Athens. Taurus is devoted, which is just as well because I'm going to call on them. We will have Ares God, Ares Sparta. Any that aren't particularly beat up, so the Pillars, the Lions, the Victors, and the Tigers, and I will call on Taras. He's gone down to loyal. He was devoted, but that's no longer the case. At least get Athens under our grip, and then that's the Peloponnesian War over. Amphipolis has managed to recover, which is a bit of a shame, but at least we'll have taken down one. Possibly.
I too will respond.
There we go.
And go to battle with your men.
Now that's probably a little bit of overkill. It's only got 2 shields on it, but I don't want that to fail. It'll, 6 months. That's alright, because I've got some troops on the way back. 7 months. Hold that thought. So if I look at mythology now,
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
just grant the blessing, pesky mortal. That's fine, at least I'll get Athens out of my hair. I can do the old defence like I did there when I'm attacked. I don't know what I'm going to do about saving Odysseus though. Who is bitter? Yeah. Eight slabs of marble, 4 loads of wood, 6 sculptures. Hold that thought. So I'll bring that down to 8. Actually, no, that's only going to come next year. 8 slabs of marble, 4 loads of wood, 5 sculptures. I keep saying it doesn't change anything. I've only got 2 sculptures there. And also, I've lost a lot of money. Yeah, that's what went wrong before. Oh, I've won the Olympic Games, nothing else. Right, we're outside Athens. I hope I can conquer that, come back to Corinth, and then help Odysseus in the time it takes, in the time required. I'm fairly sure I'm going to conquer Athens. Very nice. How much wheat do I have spare? We have quite a bit of wheat spare, so tell you what. Have some wheat. And then you can give me marble. So I'm not going to buy any more. Oh, come on! Now what? Oh. We are panicking at this, by Jingo. My people keep asking me, why, Eulochus, why hasn't our friend by Jingo sent us the soldiers we need? The army of Amphipolis is on the outskirts of our city now. Regrettably, I cannot answer the question. I can only hope that you send the troops now, before it is too late. Yes, I can. But I'm going to need 2 left behind to guard the place. Oh, that's even worse than before. Although you wouldn't have guessed it. Okay, what am I turning off? Oh, that is with everything turned off. Oh. Oh, right. Can somebody give me... I'm going to need some fleece from you. I can't believe I let that happen. I just wasn't paying attention. Just as the city was recovering. Right, we don't want to man all of those towers, but we do want to man some towers. We need to get these people out. Well, that's something. Oh, that's a lot of... That's going to take years to recover, that is. Oh, what a mistake to make! Okay, what's the employment situation? Dire. Absolutely dire. I don't think I can shut anything else down. Wheat and olive oil, I guess. So, right, currencies are going to come with some fleece. That's going to get distributed. Everybody's already got olive oil. It's just going to take quite a while to build everything back up again. I've still got the dragon around somewhere. These people all insist on forming the wrong direction. Apart from the hoplites who aren't turning up at all. Right, we want literally backs to the wall. No problem. Wonder if we can get any closer. Nope, that is it. That's literally backs against the wall. So it worked quite well last time. In fact, or the dragon could just go out and, you know, wreck stuff up. That's always a plan B. They're not in any kind of formation. Thank you. Nice. I don't remember this in the history books. The Peloponnesian Wars was won when Athens fell first and then his allies fell later. Well, it's good to know that Amphipolis is looking pretty vulnerable. And then a dragon helped protect Sparta while Sparta was out taking down the other cities. Good stuff. And the dragon's just doing its thing, and that looks like a job done.
I'll teach you to interfere with my plans.
Athena? What did I do? Oh, well, I guess I am at war with Athens. Make sure. That makes sense. Watch your city's defences weaken and your olive trees wither. Well, that's something, I guess.
Become barren at my touch, my olive trees.
I don't have any olive trees, but I do have defences, which I'd rather not fall at this particular moment in time. Right, hygiene. People are hygiene is good. Good news. And housing is going up. There is room for 932 people. Let me just have a look at that population graph. That is the sign of incompetence. Ooh. There's housing room in housing for 1,420 more people. Well, there would be if Athena wasn't doing that thing.
Become barren at my touch, my olive trees.
No, we're not having that. I like my watchtowers. Lord, your forces arrived in time and our combined armies were able to defend my city. Think more highly of you. You awkward sod, Athens. You knew I only needed 4, and you sent 3. I need 8 slabs, actually. What's 7? That means I need to buy 1. Ooh.
Become barren at my touch, my olive trees.
And look at you in there. Well, wait, whoa, what are you attacking? What are you attacking? Just thought I'd take out a few rabble. Yeah. Right, everybody can go home. Well, now what are you doing? Oh, you're attacking some noblemen. I had no idea Athena was such a class warrior. Not manning those. Everybody's standing down. Don't walk over that. What's wrong with you? Aren't enough cultural pursuits. Well, I'm sorry. We are short by only 449 workers now. And we have got a rampaging Athena. And our army has dissolved before our eyes. I never did get any horsemen. Good to know. When they get back, I know exactly where they're going. Aren't enough cultural pursuits? Are you kidding me? Culture is of utmost importance, apparently. I mean, the gyms have all closed and it's causing the housing to devolve. It's, I know that feeling. Right, I'm really struggling with housing evolution. I am struggling so hard. And Philippus respects you. Delos respects me. Eritrea respects you. It's not going to help you. There's some wild boar there. How are they able to get away with that? And the city is just magically coming back to life. It is going to take an age to get 2,471 people back inside. But the important thing is the military's okay. I have exciting news for you! Most honoured by Jingo, I have learned that Amphipolis' arrival is ripe for attack. Imagine how ashamed they will be when I, Euryclus, your humble city of Edessus or vassal, defeat them with the help of your forces, of course. Please send them within 6 months. Of course. In fact, let's do it right now. I wonder if they'll become my vassal. I've got to do something while I'm waiting for the city to rebuild. 4 slabs of marble, 2 sculptures. What's wrong with you? Something's reducing the neighbourhood's appeal. That'll be the infirmary, but it doesn't make me any happier knowing that. That's a lot of bronze being stored up, but I've been paying for that. That is a lot of bronze stored up. Seriously, these constant distractions are making city building very difficult. Let's stop buying bronze for the time being. Where else do we get bronze from? Nowhere, that's it. Stockpiles of olive oil are okay. Stockpiles of fleece are looking low. Why is that so low? Oh, I hope my houses don't devolve again. There's a horrible feeling that they might do. Corinth, you're philanthropic, so give me some skein of fleece. Okay, we're going to want to get probably the food industry set back up again. Which sets us back. Oh, it's happening! It's happening! At least I saw it coming this time. How much fleece?
This city is like Ajax.
How much fleece have you got?
Shoulders above the rest.
So at least this housing block is safe, but this one just can't catch a break. Well, these people haven't even left. Oh, they've changed their mind now. They've realised there is actually room for them. Whew. Okay. I'm going to want to get the olive oil industry opened up pretty soon because I've got a horrible feeling that if I don't, I'm going to be stuck in this cycle. I've only got 4 units left. But there are some stored in the Agora. Nice. How does Taras feel about it? They're dedicated. Delos is very vulnerable. When I'm done at Amphipolis and these people come back, I'm going to invade Delos with the help of Taras. And Eritrea is probably doing the sensible thing and is just sort of sitting there.
Worship me,
No.
and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
What are we short by? 2 sculptures. Naturally. 119 workers needed. I'll wait a little bit. We should have... That's a lot of olives that are just piling up. We do have the workers still coming in. Not worried. I'm okay. So let's turn the sculpture industry back on. Don't need to worry about bronze at the moment because we are full of the stuff. And we just look at that. Where are you going? We've taken a sculpture somewhere, but I don't know where. They've taken it all the way down there so that somebody else can pick it up and take it back to here. And look how much money I've spent. I have 10,000 drachma since when I started. Having said that, I had a feeling this was going to be the case, which is why I was rather pleased that I managed to make so much money in that last mission. But if I didn't have that foresight, and I only came to the mission with like 5,000 drachma or something, I'd have been in trouble now. So you keep saying, Odysseus comforts, rejoice, rejoice, by Jingo, I, Eurolocus of Odysseus, have conquered our rival Amphipolis. Amphipolis is stunned by its loss, has sworn fealty to you. I wondered if you were going to pass the fealty on to me. Amphipolis is philanthropic. Well, that's nice. Right, when you get back, I've got a task for you. We're going to invade Delos. Ally? I don't want an ally. I don't want an ally, I want a subject. Oh well. Thanks for trying, Odysseus, I guess. Oh, it's Eritrea's turn now. Wait, 2 months? Well, I guess they are only over there, but still. This is nice and strong. Right, they're attacking on foot, so it means they're probably going to come from that direction. So I don't need to worry about these towers. Just going to man these towers. Glad I saw that. Cheeky Athena. What's the horse situation? There isn't a horse situation because I don't have the troops for it. Or the people for it. People, troops, what's the difference? If that operating normally, that operating normally, that leaves us short by 19. Which is a really good amount to be short by. And there's still housing for 885 people, but whether that'll actually get filled I don't know, but we do have a sizable stockpile of fleece. You can probably stop now. The food situation is stable. There's always room in my heart for more elite housing. We'll see if we can get a horse trainer in there, at least get some horses on the go. We're short by 8 workers. I think we can stretch to that. Happy shouting is heard throughout the city. They've returned from Amphipolis with a sweet taste of victory in their mouths. They talk fondly of the camaraderie they shared with the soldiers of Odysseus. Oh, our contestants have won the Nemean Games. Things are looking up. That might be because I'm actually taking out all of my competitors. Right, I'll let Eritrea invade. Then I'm going to attack Delos, and that'll knock them out. And then I've got to attack Amphipolis again, because they've got the wrong diplomatic status. Nice! The sanctuary to Artemis is complete. The goddess of hunters has granted you the use of her fabled Amazon army. She will also keep an eye on the dangerous wild beasts of the land and hunt them down if she cause your city harm. Right, now we can get an export industry set up. So, get those exported. $2,100 drachma. Pathetic. Oh! That's not pathetic, that's cheeky. That's very cheeky. At the back of my mind I was thinking, oh, are they going to come from a different direction? So we'll man the towers, and we will get those Amazons on the go since they're here. And we'll get some Sparta on the defence, may as well. Hey, I spent the time to build these sanctuaries, I may as well get use out of them.
I will endow some hunters with my steady aim, and they will bring back an excess of meat.
Sure, the way she said meat then is making me doubt that she really is that chaste. Meat. Right, there's been a casualty so far. Unfortunately, it was a local trader. Right, where are these Amazons? Oh, there they are. Right, you, stop right there. Ah, and they did. Ah, it's nice when a plan comes together and I can defend my city without actually having to use my people. If you fancy getting involved, there's like a battle taking place over there. Well, that was pitiful. Right, what can we do then? Delos is ripe for the taking, so I may as well take it. They're also docile, so they need shaking out of their complacency. I will send 3, 4, 5, 1 squadron of each, and Taras, who is now only loyal, but he was dedicated before, so at least it's still a positive emotion he's feeling. I'll keep these two behind in self-defense, just in defense. Unman the towers, and that leaves us with an unemployment rate of 2%, which is marvellous. There's also housing for 628 more people. And with a bit of luck, it might actually get filled. Any other industries shut down? The bronze industry is. But that's okay. Hmm. I'm not seeing any horses yet, but I'm sure some are on the way. I'll take that, take that. "33 workers needed." Good. Everything's steadying out. It took a while, it took an hour and a half, but we're on this. I think for the first time the treasury is actually going up rather than down.
Worship me,
No!
and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
Wow, Delos suddenly got a lot stronger. I wonder if it's too late to call on Ares. Oh, nice! Most martial by Jingo, our army was victorious at Delos, and their leader, Timocrian, is ashamed. Delos is ours. What are they going to do for me? They're going to give me 500 drachmas yearly. Well, I guess money's money. Right, what's the plan? I've got to do something to assuage Taras, because he's probably a little bit miffed. Eritrea still remains a threat. Perhaps it's just a case of just hammering him down.
I'll teach you to interfere with my plans.
I don't know who takes out Athena. I have several gods that can try. Oh, yeah, so attack me now, Athena. Have you not heard the... Oh, hello. Hephaestus is no good. But at least he tried. Nice. Was a watch post. She's all about causing disorder, isn't she? She's knocking down all the watch posts. And the fully laden foundry. Not a fan. Oh, hello. Ares is going to have a go. Athena mangles Ares. What about Artemis? I shouldn't think she's going to do very well against Athena. No appeal, apparently. I take exception to that, it's very appealing. Stick a gazebo in. Admittedly, there are more... It is a bit homogeneous in the number of... Has she gone? Well, that's something. What's worse, I believe she may have just cursed the palace. Hope that's not affected the tax income. Actually, I don't know. If it's not affected the tax income, it means it's affected the ability of the troops to muster. We've got a list of all the commemorative monuments. 10 city defence, 2 happiness, a colony, conquest, and an athlete. 10 city defence. I don't know if that includes the ones that have not had room to build. There's actually some unemployment to play around with. To that end, this is what I meant. This is what I was meaning to do like an hour ago. Is put a few wheat farms down here. Hopefully we've got some wheat for some horses. Doesn't look like it. Oh, employees are needed.
Though your granaries may not be full now, you'll soon have enough food.
Oh. Well, thank you, Artemis. I don't know quite how much meat you gave me there, but it was quite a lot, I think. We can support 7,608 people. I wouldn't mind having another common housing block, perhaps somewhere down here. Like a suboptimal one, perhaps. I'll bring the bronze back in. At least it'll be spent solely on export industries now, so that's something. Though our actors perform well, they lack a certain something that judges look for in actors. At least they don't bring the audience to tears anymore. There is definitely room for a housing block there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why he even doubted it. Probably because I'm a cautious sort. Right, I don't know if I actually want them to have olive oil. I might bring them only up to the fleece level. Now, I'll absolutely make sure. I'm not going to put the tax collector there. Tax collector can go here, and it's also the first thing I'm going to build. We'll have this, that, the other. Oh, that'll probably bring down desirability for this chap. They'll want entertainment, and for that I've got the gym, the theatre, can't build over animal breeding grounds. What is this? Well, they don't get the theatre then. A podium. That's it. They don't deserve it. They're getting all worried about building over animal breeding grounds. I mean, sure, it's part of the food supply of the city, but still, what a wuss. And we've got an abundance of... So a population monument there and a victory monument there. Just to remind us all of how resilient we are, I guess. What am I missing? I don't think I'm missing anything. Fountains... What's the point? We don't need that. We don't need this. Sell the excess marble. Get rid of those two and get rid of these artisans. I feel like there's something missing there. But, sense of community, perhaps. Oh, thank you. I didn't want it, but, oh, they've rebuilt all their army. Odysseus, this isn't what I wanted. Who could I bring in to help me? Athens are looking nice and strong, and they will take wine, which I appear to have a lot of. I'm not really going to question why, but I know I get some in tribute. Do I buy it in? I don't remember. No, it just appears.
Let's see if your city operates when its citizens are unhappy.
Well, Dionysus, I'm as unimpressed with you now as I was in the last video. I'm pretty sure one of my numerous gods that I've got wandering in the city can deal with Dionysus. Last I checked, Ares can, but Ares is a bit, you know, hit and miss. Oh, I say that, I take it all back. Ares browbeats Dionysus. There's no time for fun and games, there's war. Well, I still have a toga party.
Life with me is so much fun. Leave this rotten city behind, my kind mortal friends, and give life with Dionysus a try.
Nope, the Spartans haven't got time for fun and frivolity. Not while there's the fun of war to be had. There is a fun of war to be had, I think. Right, we've actually got some horses on the go now. Athens is grateful for... Sardis respects me. Tribute played by Taurus. That's where the wine's coming from. Lovely, everybody paid all their tribute, no complaints. Athens is dedicated. To that end, can I call upon Ares yet? Just granted a blessing, pesky mortal. That was years ago. Well, I'll wait until I get Ares' blessing. Ares' blessing? And then I will get Ares involved, plus the Amazons, plus the Sparti and the Guard, most of my army, and the army of Athens. And that should hopefully take down that rather heavily defended city. Hopefully. Right, that's quite a lot of olive oil. Can I sell some?
Though your granaries may not be full now, you'll soon have enough food.
Thank you. I thought we had plenty of food. Well, we would do, but for the seasonal nature of, you know, the wheat harvest. What's the employment situation? Good, 12% unemployment. Get those people into the fields, Khmer Rouge style. Ooh, that's a bit tasteless. I don't know.
There's boar around here somewhere. I can smell them.
By my skillful hand, the prey.
Oh, very nice.
fell, and now succulent meat will feed your citizens.
Succulent meat. Come on, Ares. Don't be that guy. I mean, you ask for help one time, and oh, housing goal's been met. Nice. Our city's contestants won the Olympian Games and have been awarded the Olive Wreath Crown. So we've got the Olympian Games again. And it looks like I've got the wheat available to get another horse ranch on the go. Nice. So now all we've got to do is wait. And you're probably thinking after an hour and... was that an hour and 48 minutes? You've probably waited long enough. But no, you haven't. There are things to do. Largely, I've got to wait for Ares to stop sulking. I've got to sell some armour. Probably sell some olive oil there as well. Delos attacks Etruria. That's interesting. I can attack them, make them an ally, and then attack them again once they get weakened. And since we are pretty much safe, I will send everybody apart from Ares' guard.
Worship me, and I will protect your city. And
Corinth loves me. Everybody loves me. I'm at that stage where everything's just coming together and making money, everybody loves me. It's about time the episode wrapped up, but we're kind of stuck. Because I'll be stuck with two cities that are allies but not vassals. And the game is insisting on vassals, unfortunately. It's not enough to bring peace to the place. It has to be a Spartan peace. Athens loves me now. The Peloponnesian Wars are over. Unemployment is 16%. I could probably lower that wage rate down just a smidgen. Or I can turn the bronze industry on. One of the two. Now we wait. Huh. Not if I get to you first. Well, judging from where they invaded last time, it might be an idea to build a gatehouse here. And all it would do is slow them down for like a microsecond. But it'd be a worthwhile microsecond. Yes, get rid of that.
I'll teach you to interfere with
Oh, Athena, leave me alone. I'm gonna keep an eye on them because they do tend to just destroy things like the watch post. Although you do notice they've got a certain pattern of destruction. Like Athena likes destroying watch posts and towers, and that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, she destroyed the foundry last time. Anything else? I don't know who's whistling and falling off of something. I don't know what's causing that. Maybe it's Athena, I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. Ooh. Athena squelches Artemis. So I'm stuck with I've got 3 gods. And none of them can do anything about Athena. You just have to wait for her to just do her thing. Get bored, go home. It looks like she is getting bored now, I think. Also, how did they manage to get to me quicker than I managed to get to them? Because I launched my people before them. I call shenanigans on that. Right, let's see how this looks. Huh, I've built it cursed. Right, did she destroy any walls and towers on the way out? I know she likes to do that sometimes. No, we're alright. Although I never noticed. That doesn't actually reach to the sea. Right, I have 1 set of hoplites and a guard of oh, that is the guard, isn't it? Ares guard. Well, that'll teach me. I'm a bit overconfident there. Okay, we've got this. We just have to do the old rabble and mythical forces defense. Probably going to have to rely on the tried and trusted dragon defense as well. Employees needed. Why? Oh, phew! It's a relief. Of course, I'm drafting everybody into the military. I thought for a second that them houses were devolving again, and that's tragic enough for one. Well, it's tragic enough to happen once, twice, 3 times. I think it's happened 4 times in this video. Okay. So those towers aren't manned. Why not? Ha! This tower is cursed. The sentries here have become cowards. They won't discover their bravery until the curse is lifted. Athena? That was very mean of you. So I can't even do the tower defense. And bear with me just a second. better. Getting a bit parched. All this talking, all this fighting, all of these, all this fighting I've got to do without any towers. That was a very mean game. I think I've already said how mean it is. They tricked me into it, is what they did. Delos tricked me into sending most of my troops away, thinking I was largely safe. Huh. Oh well, that's alright then. So now I'm stuck in this novel situation where I've got 2 vassals, 2 allies. And allies is not good enough. So I'm afraid, Eritrea, you're going to have to get conquered. As soon as everybody comes back. Although what I'll do from you, I can probably just request stuff from you till you get sick of the sight of me. I'm going to stop manning and stop calling all. Wait for all the troops to come back, which might take an age. Oh, where did you come from?
I am so smart. So very, very smart. I won the game.
You certainly did. Well done, you. That horse trainer's not doing it very efficiently.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
I think he's taking 1 horse at a time from the most nearest ranch, but there's a whole ranch full of horses he could take back. Good stuff. Right, how does Ares feel about me? He's still not. Is Corinth still? Oh, the requests for Corinth have reset. It happened last mission. They couldn't. I'd used them so much I couldn't use them anymore. But that's all right. I'll use them again because they are philanthropic, and then I will use Athens to take on Amphipolis. Now I really am safe. Using 1 ally to destroy another ally. That seems fine. Off we go. They won't see it coming. Well, they shouldn't see it coming. No, thank you. I got really quite a large army now. What's the population like? 14% unemployment. Happy days. We produce enough for 10,000 people. So every man and horse in Sparta has got plenty to eat. An overabundance of olive oil, overabundance of fleece. I'm not letting that happen again. Ever. That was horrendous. And everybody's happy, especially me. Very nice. Could actually start thinking about city beautification. Since the treasury is looking healthy, 23,000. Probably because I've not had a chance to build anything. It's been just conquering things. And conquering things is fundamentally free. I'm alright, thanks. Although I guess I could have just sold it. Huh, because you attacked one of your allies, now none of your allies trust you. It's alright. As marshaled by Jingo, our army was victorious. Eritrea and their leader, Hermogenes, is ashamed. Eritrea is now ours. To celebrate the achievement, you can build a commemorative monument. Allies' lead opinion is very low. You cannot request anything from them, and any friendly feelings you may have towards them are gone. In fact, if they continue to feel this way towards you, they might suspend trade. Oh no. I don't want to be allies with you anyway. It was a mishap. Why don't you have some olive oil? I'm drowning in the stuff. We'll send you back, and then is Ares feeling better now? No. Apparently you can only use him once an episode. Well, that looks like the limitation now. I thought it was every 2 years.
Worship me, and I will protect your city and heal your sick.
I'm not interested. You can't do anything for me. Amphipolis becomes resentful. I cannot bring myself to call you friend, by Jingo. Oh, Corinth. I forgot Corinth was Corinth was an ally. I get me Ths and the Zs mixed up there. That's a lot of minuses. How do you feel about olive oil? In fact, how do you feel about wine? Nemean games begin. I'm still resentful, but at least he's not annoyed now, I guess. This ally has been disgusted with you for a long time. Look, I didn't want to be your ally. This isn't my fault. Right. Who can I call upon? I can't call upon Ares, that's just not the done thing apparently.
I will summon forth Talos to help you through your troubles.
Loan me Hephaestus. Can I use him? No. Oh, come on. Oh, well, it's worth a try. So I will send everybody out, because I think it's doubtful that Corinth will attack me. I'll leave Ares' guard behind again. And send out everybody plus Athens. And see where we go. I swear if I have to invade them again, it's just a game, just wasting my time. Well, not wasting my time. I've got all the time in the world. It's wasting your time, though. Well, having said that, you can always pause the video and go and do something else. You've disgusted me, by Jingo. Oh, don't worry, Corinth. You're next. You've disgusted me, Badge. Oh, don't worry, Amphipolis. Trade's going to be resuming pretty sharpish. There we go.
The Delian League has fallen to us, and Sparta reigns over all.
Is that it? I deserve more applause than that. Just a simple statement of fact. I mean, I'd have been happy with allies. Not gonna lie. Still, never mind.
Could there ever have been any doubt that Sparta would once again rise and far surpass its previous
What I know, you didn't see how many times that housing devolved.
We have slowly gained power, and now Greeks everywhere follow our rules. And the first rule of Sparta, under penalty of death, no one is to worship that foul-smelling, drunken, messy excuse for a god, Dionysus.
Yeah. Less of that, and we'll stop worshipping Athena as well, because they're both pests. And there we have it. Let's have a look, see what the diplomatic situation is like. I conquered Amphipolis. They are bitter. Well, it's nothing and that a bit of... I was going to say a bit of wine couldn't fix, but I have been handing it out like it's going out of fashion. I have a lot of fleece, I'll give them some fleece. That'll cheer them up. And Corinth is not happy. Not a happy chappy. But ask me if I care. Right, here's a nice view of the city. It's some branches there. That's the temple to Artemis. We've got the posh sector, which looks really quite nice. We've got this common area, very common area, kind of common area, not so common area. Another sanctuary, a third sanctuary, and lots of wheat fields. That is smashing. I think. I wonder if I can get a view of all 3 sanctuaries in one go. Hey, that's not a bad one. Let's see if I can make that into a thumbnail. Good stuff. And I will see you probably back to Trade Empires next week. But I don't know. I'll see where the wind takes me. I will see you later. Thank you very much for watching. That's 2 hours. Wow. See you guys later.